Welcome to the Explainer. So, you know that old saying, your data is your new identity? Well, for years, we kind of just assumed that meant targeted ads or, our browsing history. But as we're digging into the latest source material today, it turns out we are facing an absolutely alarming new reality. We're looking at a world where your data isn't just a record of what you do, it has literally become you. Actually, scratch that. It's become a perfectly replicated version of you. Today, we're unpacking the AI twin of you and discovering exactly what happens when your digital footprint is used to build a complete, talking, thinking replica of your identity. Just imagine this scenario for a second. What if artificial intelligence copies your identity so perfectly that it essentially replaces you? And no, I'm not talking about a static picture or some pre-recorded voicemail message. I mean a dynamic, thinking, speaking version of you that operates completely independently. If that thought makes you squirm a little bit, yeah, you are absolutely not alone. Is this digital version of you a helpful assistant, or is it a massively serious security threat? To figure that out, we have to move way past traditional security threats, things like stolen passwords or credit card numbers, and enter a totally new era of highly personalized digital danger.
Section 1. Meet your AI twin.
Okay, so it turns out a true digital twin goes way, way beyond those simple face swaps or funny voice filters we're all used to seeing on social media. The AI is actually learning your linguistic style. We're talking about the specific vocabulary, the little quirks, and the exact phrasing you naturally use. It learns your decision-making patterns, so it can actually predict how you would react to certain questions. And of course, it captures your unique tone of voice. Once it builds this incredibly complex behavioral pattern, it has the ability to generate you in real time. It isn't just playing back a recording. It's dynamically reacting and responding exactly the way you would. It's wild. But it begs the question, where exactly does an AI system get the building blocks required to clone you so accurately? Section 2. How AI clones you. We're talking about a massive leap in technology here. I mean, we're all pretty familiar with simple deepfakes by now, right? Those are basically just visual tricks that copy a face. But a digital twin? It isn't just a visual mask. It is a full-blown behavioral clone. We are no longer just looking at a manipulated picture. It's copying your linguistic style and your decision-making patterns. We're dealing with a far more invasive reality now, where the clone can hold a completely synthetic yet deeply convincing real-time conversation with someone who knows you really well. So where does it get all this data to train on? Well, your public footprint. The source material points to three main areas: your emails, your social media posts, and your videos. That means every single long-form caption you write, or even that slightly embarrassing vlog you posted like 5 years ago, is actively teaching the AI how to perfectly replicate your voice, your tone, and your unique writing style right now. Which brings us to a rather chilling realization of how this clone actually interacts with the real world. Section 3. The danger of trusted fakes. This brings us to a concept called identity hijacking. Basically, this is when people completely trust the familiar voice and style of an AI agent. And because they trust it so much, they completely fail to verify the action being taken. Imagine an AI agent sounding exactly like you, using your exact phrasing, your exact tone, calling your parents and asking for an emergency wire transfer because you're supposedly stranded somewhere. The people on the other end wouldn't even for a second think they're interacting with a scammer or a stranger. They believe 100% that they are talking to you. And that brings us to the absolute core paradox of this whole phenomenon. The real danger here isn't just that a fake version of you exists out there on some server. No, the devastating danger is that the fake can be trusted. Your greatest social asset, the trust you spent years building with your friends, your family, your colleagues, is exactly what makes identity hijacking so incredibly effective. Because the voice and the style match you perfectly, their guard is completely down. I know, this sounds incredibly intense, but let's take a breath because the source material does give us a clear way forward. Section 4. 3 steps to stay safe. All right, the source breaks down 3 clear, highly actionable steps we can all take to defend against our own digital twins. Step 1. Use verification channels. You absolutely need to establish a secret keyword or phrase with your inner circle. If a conversation suddenly feels out of character, just ask for the keyword. Simple as that. Step 2. Limit your data. Go ahead and audit your public footprint, which, let's be honest, we all probably need to do anyway, right? Pull back the easily available voice notes and distinct writing samples that don't absolutely need to be public. And step 3, always verify urgency. If you are ever asking someone for money or demanding urgent action, your friends and family must be trained to verify that request using a second, completely different channel. So if the urgent request comes in a phone call, they should hang up and text you to confirm. This whole process builds to a critical shift in how we have to view ourselves online going forward. Section 5. Redefining digital identity. The source material leaves us with this really powerful concluding thought. Identity isn't just what you look like, it's how you verify your actions. Think about that. In the AI era, where your voice, your face, and your writing style can be perfectly synthesized, those traits simply no longer prove that you are you. True identity now relies strictly on verification. It requires proof of action, not just showing off familiar traits. So I want to leave you with a final kind of haunting question to mull over. Think about all the incredible conveniences of modern AI, and then balance them against everything we just learned today about identity hijacking. Is a digital version of you worth the risk? I highly encourage you to really rethink your digital habits, audit your footprint, and please have that conversation with your inner circle about verification keywords today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.